Welcome to Leadership Discourse with Amao Babajide Samuel. I am your regular host on this program, and it's my pleasure to welcome you. It is said that people mix their habits, and their habits eventually makes them. Today, I'll be talking about 3 habits that leaders must avoid. Habits are a critical part of our lives because our habit defines our character and our character defines who we are. Now, what it is that becomes the basic tool for habit creation, that is our attitude. Our attitude can be positive and it could be negative attitude. Attitude basically is the way you think and the way it reflects on your behavior. So today, I want to talk to you about 3 key attitudes every leader must avoid so as to have good relationship with their followers. I call them the 3 C's to avoid in leadership: criticism, condemnation, and complaining. If you are going to be effective in your leadership, you must avoid to criticize others. One thing that criticism does is that it kills creativity. So when people notice that as a leader you are always criticizing them, you are going to kill their creative power. You are going to kill their ability to imagine and to bring their imagination into reality or into fusion. So if you are a leader, you must not make an habit from criticizing other people. It is not the culture, it is not a lifestyle of a leader to criticize. And that is why you will notice, particularly in the political space, that many of those who criticize are the followers and not the leaders. The moment you occupy a space of influence in whatever area of life, your scope of criticism will begin to drop, because you begin to realize that life is beyond criticism. You begin to realize that to sustain relationship with people, whether your contemporaries or your followers, then you must do away with criticism. So leaders understand that criticism kills creativity. So they try as much as possible to avoid criticizing others. So if what you do most of the time is to criticize people around you, then I'd say to you that you are not yet a leader. If truly you are a leader, your level of criticizing others will drop. I'm not saying that leaders do not criticize, but leaders indulge themselves in constructive criticism. There's a different thing to criticize outrightly. It's a different ballgame entirely to show people where they're wrong and to lead them in the rightful steps on what they should do or what they can do to improve on that which they have done before now. And that is the attitude of leaders. They don't just criticize. They criticize when they need to, and if they do their criticism in a constructive way with a possible solution of what better alternative line of actions people can take to be able to improve on their present reality. So if you are going to be an effective leader, then number 1 thing you must avoid is you must avoid unnecessarily being a critic. People will always do things that does not align with your primary value. People will always do things that does not align with your perspective about life. As leaders, you must be able to appraise or relate with your followers from the viewpoint of their level of knowledge and exposure to life. So leaders do not criticize unnecessarily. Number 2C that leaders try to avoid is they try to avoid condemning their followers. If truly you will be a leader with good relationship with your followers, then you must stop condemning those you lead. You must stop condemning people around you. A whole lot of us, we condemn our friends, we condemn our parents, we condemn our children, we condemn our members, we condemn our co-workers. And this is not an attitude expressed by a leader. Because the moment people notice that you always condemn whatever it is they do, you don't always see good in whatever they say or do, then whenever they are around you, they keep quiet, they keep mute, or they refuse to take an action so that whatever it is they have done will not be condemned by you. And that kills their initiative power. Don't forget I said that when you criticize, you kill people's creativity. You kill their imagination, prowess, and capacity. Now, when you condemn, you kill their initiative power, their ability to take action, their ability to be free with themselves, their ability to be themselves whenever you are with them is killed. So they are guided, their action, their thoughts, what they say, their actions are guided because they feel you are used to condemning whatever it is they do or say. So they are not their real self whenever they are with you. And don't forget, in the definition of Napoleon Bonaparte, a leader is a giver of hope. You are helping people with hope of a better tomorrow, a hope of being themselves, a hope of becoming themselves. So as a leader, you allow people around you to make mistakes. So you are not given to condemning them. Your duty is to encourage people to be a better version of them, not to condemn, not to castigate or to pull them down. So when you condemn others, you are killing their initiative, their ability to take action on their thoughts, their ability to act on their imaginations, on the things they have created in their mind. So, as a leader, you must avoid that second C, which is condemning. You must not make an habit out of condemning other people or condemning your followers. Number 3 thing that a leader must avoid is complaining. When you live around a person that they complain, then it means that such a person is not a leader but a follower. You complain when you think other external factors are the key determinant of what happens to you. Your lack of money, you complain that it's because the economy is not good, because your parents are not giving you enough pocket money. That is why you don't have enough money to buy textbooks, to read and to pass your exams. So anybody that complains does not have a sense of responsibility. And once you don't have a sense of responsibility, then you are not willing to aspire to use your limited resources to achieve and realize your goals. So a complainant always see other people except him or herself as the reason for failure. And the moment you refuse to take responsibility for failure, then you are not ready to transit from failure to success. So what I'm saying to us is that leaders are not given to complaints. They don't complain. They don't complain about their limitations and they don't complain about other people. So if you are going to be effective in leadership, then you must avoid criticizing. You must avoid condemning. You must avoid complaining. You must stop criticizing yourself and you must stop criticizing other people. That is the second phase. You must stop self-criticism and you must stop criticizing other people. If you are going to be a leader, then you must stop condemning yourself. You must stop condemning other people. If you want to be a leader, you must stop complaining about your limitations. Then you must also stop complaining about other people. Why is this important for you as a leader? Why is this consciousness important? It's because the more you criticize yourself, the more you kill your creative power. And you can do much more. You can be much more than you are now if you are creative in your imagination. You must stop condemning yourself, because the moment you keep condemning yourself, you are killing your ability to take initiative. And leaders are people of initiative. They take action. They don't just only think, they take action towards materializing whatever it is they have conceived in their mind. And if you are going to be a leader, then you must stop complaining. You must look beyond your limits. You must live beyond and rise beyond your limitations. Of course, there will always be limiting factors and variables around us. But as a leader, you must take responsibility for your life, because complaining is a killer of responsibility. So I encourage us this day that as leaders, we must avoid the attitude of criticizing, the attitude of condemning, and the attitude of complaining. It is when you do this that you begin to take responsibility to be creative, to be initiative, and to be responsive. And these are three critical attitudes that helps you to improve your leadership and to also improve your relationship with your followers as leaders. If you enjoy the content we deliver on this page, I will encourage you to please visit our YouTube channel, Amao Babajide Samuel, and subscribe. Visit our Facebook page, Leadership Discourse with Amao Babajide, and like. Visit our Instagram page, Babajide Amao, and please follow. See you in the next episode. Enjoy the rest of your day.